Good afternoon. This is Dave of the Daily Blooms, April the 5th, 2017. I thought I would show you what purchases I made at the Genesee Region Orchid Society show and sale in Rochester on Saturday, or that resulted because of that. I'll get to that as we get into the discussion here. To begin with, this was at Marlowe Orchids booth, and they had this as a not for sale until they sold all the other ones they had. I thought this was a beauty. It has two more sheaths on it here. Not sure if you can see them. There's one and there's two. And they had other plants, other orchids like this behind the bench they wanted to try to sell first that was not in bloom. So they only had one left by the time I got there, and I really wanted this one, so I paid for it and had them ship it to me this weekend, or this week. This is what that is. SIC World something in the Vacado 5th Avenue. Certainly a beauty. This plant looked nicer than the one they had left, and I wanted this one. So anyway, they shipped this to me. I want to tell you the packing was unbelievable. It was double cardboard packed. Of course, I'm not that far from them. I got it in a day. They had the bloom wrapped in cotton completely, and I took some pictures of them, but they didn't turn out for some reason. Of course, this was nicer looking on Saturday. The lip hadn't started browning. Certainly is a beautiful cattleya. In discussion with Jonathan Jones, who works for them, he had done a video, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago that had a red mounted orchid in bloom. It's a red bloom. This is it. It's a, if you can make out what it is, I can't pronounce half of them. Anyway, I told him I was interested in that, so he went on the video and said, well, is that the one you're looking for? And I said, yeah. Has a real pretty red bloom on it. So I told him I wanted that, and then I also got, thanks to Doreen Nowak, who did a video over the weekend. I'm sorry, not Doreen, Denise Nowak, forgive me. She featured this dendrobium. I don't have any dendrobiums, and I thought this looked very beautiful in the picture that she had, or in the video. So I asked them if they had any of these left, which they did. The flowers are on the way out. They've probably been in bloom for a while, but anyway, this is a miniature dendrobium. Doesn't get very big, and if I try a dendrobium, that's what I want, because I don't want any great big dendrobiums. So anyway, they shipped me all three of these yesterday, and I got them today. Like I said, they were very well wrapped, packaged. I should have done a unpacking video, but I had a doctor's appointment I had to go to, and I didn't have time to deal with that at the moment. So this is the results of the unpacking. Beautiful cattleya. That little one that's red flowers, and this dendrobium that is a brighter yellow than what you see here. One at the top there in the middle is some yellow. There are still 2 or 3 buds on it to bloom, so hopefully I'll see how brilliant yellow it is. What I purchased up there is a Dracula. I got a couple Draculas up in Rochester from Windswept in Time. This is a vampire Dracula. It does have 2 spikes. I always said if I ever found a vampire Dracula, I wanted one. I have played around with a couple of Draculas that I have. There's the 2 spikes. It was in a smaller container. I repotted it before I left today. I know they require a lot of moisture, a lot of humidity, and they like to be cool and moist. So I'm going to do my best to try to see what I can do with that. So it's a nice looking plant. Like I said, it was the only one that windswept in time, I think. Is that his name? Windswept in time. Had. And I hadn't seen that, but he was looking at this one, and he said, "Oh, I have the vampire." So I decided to get both of them. This one has got some somewhere, I guess, if I didn't knock them off or bury them, has got some buds. This one, he says, blooms from the top. I don't really know. I thought most Draculas bloomed from the bottom. But anyway, I talked to him about it, to Edgar about it, and he said you could transplant it into a basket so that the future roots can come out the bottom. He said the Dracula definitely comes out the bottom, and the Dracula is a good size, probably a $50 when they bloom. And so I'm looking forward to that. So kind of a little short. Oh, there's that beautiful Oncidium in bloom now. Had I taken one to be judged, this is one of them, I think, that I would have taken. This Oncidium Twinkle. It is absolutely beautiful. It's probably at peak about right now, I think. I probably will feature it again on Saturday, so you can see it again. But I think that's going to probably wrap it up for today. And if you have any qualms about ordering from Marlowe and having them shipped to you, don't have any, because the packing was absolutely, all this was, the blooms here on the Dendrobium was wrapped in like shredded, I don't know what it is, it's shredded plastic or whatever, but nothing looked out of place. Everything up here is beautiful, and it was very well wrapped. Insulation was in it, so I wouldn't hesitate by ordering from them now, definitely. But I know they have heat packs available in the wintertime too, so check them out on their website, Marlowe Orchids. They're in Scottsville, New York. So until Saturday, folks, thanks for watching. So long.